understand that the whole world is not America or the UK. This is Ghana. This is a different place, and it's a beautiful place. My mental health is definitely more stable. No, I'm not crazy. But the tranquility and the peace here.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today I have a very important invitee and I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Thanks for having me. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be in Ghana and out of America. The welcome has been really good here. The life is good here. I know the economy is a little iffy, but aside from that, it's beautiful living.
So what made you to leave America? What pushed you?
Well, I love it very much here for what it offers. Many people thought that I came here to run away from the bad things in America, which that helped, right? But the main thing is that the tranquility, it's right on the equator, the people, the food, the culture, and in my bloodline, even though I was born and raised in America, New York City, my bloodline is Ghanaian through Jamaica, knowing that 95% of all black Jamaicans are basically Ghanaian. So many people here don't know that. To the people here, I may be forever a tourist, forever a brony. So they ask me, they say all the time, well, how long is your visit? How long are you going to be here? Didn't I see you 2 months ago? You were here for a long time. I said, I'm living here now. And they're like, whoa. So many Ghanaians, I feel, don't understand how much of a good life it is aside from the money issue. The land, into the mountains.
Talking about life issue, like what are the things, what are the aspects in your life that has been better? Like what investment have you, what make, like do you think you feel more wealthy here? Your mental health is more stable. What have you done so far?
Yes. Oh, my mental health is definitely more stable. No, I'm not crazy. But the tranquility and the peace here, I sleep deeper. I'm telling you from now, I sleep deeper. In New York City and in certain parts of Florida that I've lived in, you're laying in the bed, you hear gunshots. You're afraid to come outside because there's crime everywhere, the drugs that are around. And we have issues here. We have some of the same issues here, but it's next to nothing. It's next to nothing. You're always watching over your back when you walk outside. The price of things are so high. You make money out there when you can make money, but you're going to spend a whole lot of money. And put it this way. What I spend for the whole year for an apartment here until my house is finished built, many people pay in 1 month what I pay for the whole year.
But this is kind of surprising because a lot of foreigners these days feel like Ghana has become increasingly expensive because of reports saying rent in Accra is equal to New York. So it's kind of surprising you saying that.
Right.
Or how can a foreigner avoid such, like live like you and kind of save up money?
Well, see, you have to be very disciplined, number one. Many people come from not just the States, but the UK, and the money does stretch. No matter what the economy does in Ghana, those outside dollars never get affected. So if before, when I first came here, it was 1 for 6 or 1 for 7, and now it's 1 for 14, I'll get 14 for each dollar. So the Ghanaians who are here, they're going to feel it because if you get paid a certain amount, that certain amount doesn't change, but the buying power of it is reduced. So this is where the suffering comes from. Now, it could be expensive when you try to live the way you did back in the States. I don't want to live that way. I want to be up in the country. I want to be up in the mountains. Land is more expensive. The money stretches. And to be honest, we sold our home in Orlando, Florida, because I lived there for a few years. And the equity helped to put us really far ahead in the building. You know, now when you come out here, don't come out here thinking you're going to get a job.
Yeah.
Jobs are tough even for Ghanaians,
yes,
right?
I agree
So
with that.
you have to have some type of income stream externally or something here that you set up, because don't think that, you know, we get fooled and think, wow, you know, you change over $100 and it's all of a sudden 1,400 CDs. That's still $100. You know?
Exactly.
But people don't figure that out. You feel rich for a second. If you live disciplined, you know how you like to live. And me, I'm more mature now than I was 40 years ago. And if this is 40 years ago, it would be a whole different ballgame.
For how long have you been in Ghana so far?
26 months.
26 months. So
Yeah, 2 years and 2 months.
So are you here alone or you move with some of your
My wife. It's just me and my wife. It's just.
So that's like 2 years practically.
Yeah.
And is she loving it?
Of course she is. She's a country girl from Jamaica. So she's used to the mountains and used to being in the yard. And all of that. And plus, her great great grandfather is buried on her land in Jamaica, and he's from Ghana. So she is of Ghana bloodline too, except she has a body and a grave site to prove it. So it has more meaning to her also.
Wow.
And she can live the way she wants to live because, like I said, she knows the city life, but she's really a country girl.
Okay.
I'm born in the city, but I'm really a country boy. But I have city skills. So I don't have to keep my guard up as much. I can relax. A lot of the folks here do not have attitudes. You can approach them, you can laugh and talk, and there's not that same kind of tension. So I feel like I'm getting younger. I feel like I'm going back, turning the clock back.
Yeah.
I feel that way, you know. I don't feel any different than when I was 20 years old. But a stressful place will give you aches and pains and make you not enjoy the passage of time. You know, there's one thing to be a go-getter and go after things. I'm very aggressive that way. But since coming here, I've learned to be able to relax a little more. You know, because you're always going, always going. And I guess I'll always be a New Yorker. But being here,
relax.
Yeah. I mean, when I wake up, right? When I wake up, I'll still lay in the bed for a whole hour after waking up, just laying there. Not like you have to hit this alarm and get up and hit the public transportation. It's a big change, but I had to earn that though because I worked all my life. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm supported that way by what I've earned and what pension I get, which is not $1 million, but
pension.
money.
That means that you're in retirement.
Yeah, I'm retired. I told you how old I was, right?
Hey guys, how old are you going to give him? Because I want you to comment
82.
to leave in the comment section. He's so young. He looks so young.
They know. The people on my channel know my age.
Oh, okay.
They know my age.
Like guys, he's close
But maybe
to 60. But he looks
April.
like 30.
April, I turned
he looks
60.
Like 30, late 30s or 40s, right?
Rush.
What will you advise to people coming from outside to come on to like you said that if they are coming, they will find a job. So what are the things they can do to kind of be financially stable while moving here?
The internet is your best friend. Find something that you're good at, cultivate it, build a platform. Whether you're here and you're selling things and shipping them back, whether you're giving advice or you take a hobby and you build it, get with the program. Look, as old as I am, I got with the program. There are many people who are 60 years old doing the same thing. A lot of the younger folks, they already know, and it's not just YouTube as a thing just to make money, but you can indulge yourself. Now, make the world your customer. There's other things that I do. I do graphics, I'm an artist, I do logos, stuff. All you have to do is be able to scan it, send it, and you send it to me on my PayPal or whatever, because I still have my financials set up in America, so I can have access to these things. But take something that you like and build it up original, something that you love that you can stick with. Understand that starting a business takes time. It's not going to be overnight. This internet thing, it's like being on the sailboat and the wind changes directions all the time. Sometimes you're trying to get more subscribers. It's hard. It's tough. You got to really be and do something that you love. But you have to plan on having an income. Don't come here thinking that, well, I'm going to go there and open up a beauty salon and open up this and open up that. The money is different here, right? Don't think. And look, if Ghanaians are out of work, do you think you're going to come here and all of a sudden step in front of somebody? And the pay grade may be a little different than what you're used to. So just be careful and make your plan. Don't get caught up in the emotionalism. Oh, I'm in this new place and it's the motherland and whatever, because there's a lot of Americanized situations over here too that you'll swear that you're still back in America, right? So no matter where you go, you have to be self-sufficient. And the expectations, this is a different culture. The folks here are our bloodline and they look like us and we're one, but they were raised up somewhere else other than America, the UK. So you're not going to rush them. Don't think people have to jump. It's a more laid back place. Learn the language, learn the culture, learn everything about it, and understand that the whole world is not America or the UK. This is Ghana. This is a different place and it's a beautiful place. And if you embrace the culture and slow it down a bit and know that you're not the center of the universe, you're not. You're going to find that out quick here. They're not going to do anything bad to you, but you might go to a restaurant and you might have to wait a little longer for the food because it takes a little time because it's that kind of swag. You'll live a lot longer if you get with it. And that's what I find the beauty of it is. And also, even though I'm a married man, when I approach young ladies and we have general conversation, they're good with the conversation. They don't have the attitudes, right? But when you leave America, and I'm speaking because I'm from America, Technically, I'm an American, but don't tell nobody. I'm not really. I'm a Ghanaian right now, right? The thing is, we bring things and attitudes and, how can I say, what's the word I'm looking for? Preconceived notions about a place. You have to release and leave that back there. This is not America. I'm not saying that as a put down. I'm saying that it's just different. Some people like oranges, some people like apples, some people like mangoes. Understand this is a different flavor, and it's a delicious flavor. And once you learn it and get into it, you won't want to leave. People say, when are you going back to America? I'm like, I never planned on going back to America. You know what I mean? Not even a visit. I've lived there for 57 and a half years of my life. You know what I mean? So these last 2 years and change has been sweet. I want to finish my projects and just enjoy the time.
I think the last one before we end, there's this trend of, especially during the inflation, people are now leaving Ghana a lot. What do you think could be the cause, and what can...
They say living alone?
Living a lot because of the inflation.
Oh, they're leaving a lot.
So because they came, they invested wrongly, and then you now have videos of like, don't come to Ghana ever because of how disappointed. So what can you advise those people, and what can you tell people that are preparing and are discouraged, like, I'm not coming to Ghana?
See, that whole situation is unfortunate. I know it happens. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not saying you're a failure, no. But you got to know what you want, right? You have to know that the economic situation here is not that good if you come here with nothing in your pocket. Now, there are people who live here who say, I'm fed up, I'm going somewhere else, right? We have to maybe change our expectations on how we want to live. The basics, the roof over your head, you're going to have that. If that's getting expensive, all cities and all places in the world, major cities, they grow outward. In the epicenter of that city, it's going to be the most expensive because you have all the amenities right there. You have food, you have clubs, restaurants, all these different things that also suck money. Go back to the old way. People say, well, I don't want to be living boring or whatever. No, boring is better, and this doesn't have to be boring. I'm going to be living up in the mountains, way up in the mountains. Beautiful view and tranquil. I'm going to be like Batman. When I want to have some fun, I'm going to hop in my car and drive all the way to the city, have fun, and come on back to the tranquility. It's more affordable out there. The further away, I don't care if you're in New York City, Chicago, whatever, you go further away from the city, it's more affordable. It's more peaceful. Learn to cook your own food at home.
Yes.
If you get some land behind where you are, inexpensive, that is your grocery store. If you release yourself from the system and work hard to reduce your overhead, you're freed up even more. So say, for example, if you live in the States, I don't know how to balance it out, but say it takes $3,000 a month to maintain your life. Work on bringing it down to $2,000. Cut certain things out. You like to go to the restaurant all the time? That's a lot of money for food. You can cook it better and have bigger servings. It brings the family close together. When if you reduce your dependence on the money and go back to the natural, see, nature gives you everything for free. I never had a mango tree. After I pick a mango, hey, get back over here. You got to give me 50 CDs for that mango. No, it's there free for you. But when you're in the city or when you're caught up in this artificial way of living, you got to pay for everything, pay for everything, pay for everything. No.
So in summary, you can enjoy Ghana. You can make it in Ghana as a foreigner. Yes. And then you'll be definitely more happy.
I'm happy here, yes.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of beautiful women here also.
Yeah, thank you.
They're friendly.
Yes, we are. We are friendly. So we are going to end here. By the way, your channel.
Oh, my channel.
So, yeah, so what do you do here?
Oh yeah, my channel is broad. It's about human nature. It's about having those conversations that most people are very uncomfortable having in a brutally honest fashion. I'm many people in one on that channel. I'm very aggressive. Sometimes I'm a comedian. We talk about relationships. We talk about things in life. And we try to come up with solutions. We do a lot of interviews. I do a lot of talking with people. Like I have my camera here ready because I'm going to turn around and interview you next, right? I'm also an artist. So I would like for you to go to 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦.com, LANCESCURV. Not a B, V. And that's it after that .com. Everything 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦. I have an app that you can download at the Google Play Store, the App Store, Amazon. It's legit. It has my artwork, my writing. The site has the same thing, and all 5,000 plus videos that I did in the last couple years. My YouTube channel again is 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦. Google 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦, and if you try to go to my site and look at everything, you won't sleep for 4 years.
And when you check it out, please, in the comment section of this video, just say, hey, we are from Sephy. So we are just saying hi so that he will know that, okay, yeah.
Yes.
You guys are friendly. My people are friendly. Yes. So we are going to end here. See you next time on my channel. And please remember to subscribe in case you haven't, so that so that when I post a video, you can see. See you next time. Bye.